If you don't like mowing your own lawn and you really would like to use some of that time to do other things for yourself, well, this video is going to be for you. Anthbot sent me this little robot mower. They sent it to me for free so that I can share it with you guys. This particular model is the Genie. It's the Genie 600. It is a fully automated mower. You pretty much install this thing and you let it go and your lawn's going to get mowed automatically. It is very, very cool. And as you can see by the condition of what I'm showing you, I've had it for quite a few months. I've actually had this for about 2.5 months. I've been using it, and I have to admit, it gets the job done. It does exactly what the company says it is supposed to do. Sitting on my workbench right now is all the parts and pieces you'll get in the box when you buy it, minus the mower itself. It's sitting on the floor. I'll show you that here in a second. This is the charging dock. You sit this somewhere outside where the lawnmower can park itself and charge as needed and leave as needed. It'll come back to this when it's done and sit on this particular base. It does come with a quick guide and a detailed set of instructions. There are 4 screw-in pegs, so you can screw the pad down to the ground. That way it doesn't move as the robot is driving on it and driving off of it. It also comes with an Allen wrench, so you can tighten those down into the ground. The device uses RTK technology, so that means there's another antenna. It's basically an advanced GPS, but there is another antenna that you will have to install. This is that particular antenna. And this is the pole that it sits on. As you can see, it's just a 2-piece pole. It has a wire that runs down through it. You screw the antenna on top of the pole. On the other side is these stainless steel claws that you just shove into the ground with your foot, and this part is done. It does have a cable that you have to attach to the base, and the base also needs power. They supply the power supply as well. And if you need to put that power supply somewhere else, there is an extension cable for that power supply. That extension cable, I believe, is 25 feet long. And if you do end up using the extension cable for the power, it also comes with a bunch of little clips that you can push into the ground and hold that cable securely, maybe inside a flower bed or up against the wall of the house or something. You're also going to get a set of replacement blades. The mower itself does come with a set, but you have a set of replacement blades. And the cool thing about the replacement blades is they are flippable. So if you rotate them over, you get a fresh blade on the other side. So basically you have 4 fresh set of blades if you want to look at it that way with this kit. These blades do screw on, and they also give you a screwdriver if you don't have a tool for that. Going back to the antenna, the idea of this antenna is so you don't have to bury a cable around your yard. The old style of these robot mowers was you buried a cable all the way around the outside perimeter of your yard. That way the mower knew where the perimeter of your yard was. With RTK technology using GPS, well, you basically tell the mower where the edge of your yard is. It also has some smart technology. We'll talk about the software here in a bit, where sometimes it can find that edge for you. In my case, I can just drive it around the perimeter of the yard and program the mower so that it knows where it can and can't mow. We'll talk about that software here in a second. It's very cool. The mower itself is not very big, but don't let that fool you because it can do a lot of mowing. It's driven by these 2 large rear wheels, and you can see they have these giant kind of rubbery knobs on it. These are kind of like a hard rubber plastic material. It feels like it's going to last a long time, and I must admit it does give it very good traction, at least in my yard. To navigate, it uses 4 cameras. There are 2 on the front and 2 on the sides. It also uses that in combination with the RTK signal to know where it's at any given time. It does not use LiDAR. It is strictly camera vision, and I will say that it seems to work. I don't really have any problems with that. Looking at the bottom side, you can kind of get a sneak peek of how this operates. It basically uses these little razor blades on a spinning disc to cut the grass, and you can flip these over to get a new cutting edge, so that is kind of cool. It doesn't have a very wide cutting path, but that's okay because you're not doing the mowing, the lawnmower is doing the mowing for you. So if it takes a little bit of time, do you really care because it's doing the work, you're not. This whole apparatus is on a device that can be lowered and raised. It is lowered and raised by a motor, and you can set the cutting height inside the app itself. Your battery or batteries, depending on your model, are underneath these covers here. And located on the top of the mower is a digital screen that gives you information such as air codes. It gives you kind of a battery indicator, things like that. There are also 3 buttons on top that do various functions, and then there's an emergency stop button. Located here is a rain sensor that you can disable if you'd like to. This mower can mow in the rain, and I have let it mow in the rain, or it can return back to home and dock itself, and after a period of time, go back out and mow again. So that's the rain sensor, so it knows when it's raining or not. The device itself is water resistant, so you can spray it down and hose it down to clean it, and obviously that means rain isn't going to hurt it either. Installing and setting up the little robot is really easy. You just need to find a spot for the charging pad. In this case, we're just going to set it right on the edge of a flower garden. Take the fasteners that they provide and put them in each 4 corners of the charging pad. You may have to screw them down with the provided tool. You'll want to assemble the antenna mast. That's by taking those 2 pieces of tubing and shoving it together like this. It'll lock in place. You'll want to screw the antenna on the antenna mast. It just screws on the top of that mass. Firm it down snugly, and then plug it into the plug that's on the end of the antenna and the end of the mass. These plugs are watertight, so you will definitely want to tighten them up after you plug them in. And now you just want to take the antenna mast and insert it into the ground near your charging station. The charging station has two plugs. One plug plugs into the antenna. We're going to plug these in right now. The other plug plugs into that power cord that I was talking about earlier. Just for a quick recap, there are two plugs on the back of the charging station. One plug goes into the RTK antenna. The other plug is the power cord, and I'm going to be using the extension cord on this particular install, the extension cord that they provided. The plugs are keyed, so you can't plug the wrong thing into the wrong plug. They only fit one way, and you are going to be good to go. At this point, gently place the robot on its charging station, and it will begin charging. It will turn itself on, it'll sing a little tune, and it'll charge its battery all the way. After you set up the device, you're going to download the Anthbot app, and you're going to pair it with the lawnmower. Now, you have to pair it via Bluetooth, and it does use Wi-Fi, so you're going to make sure that you're within Wi-Fi signal when you're setting this robot up. Once paired, you can go ahead and enter the device, and you need to set up a map. You need to teach this lawnmower where your yard is. So we're going to go ahead and create map. And at this point, it's going to go through a couple of checks to make sure that it has GPS and to make sure that everything is okay. So we're just going to go next, 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 walk through here. We do have signal, we've already checked. We do have a green light, we do have a GPS light, and we are ready to go. And as you can see, the mower is now in remote control, and looking at the phone, you can see that we can control this mower. So we're going to just literally go around the boundary of this particular piece of property right here. So we're just driving it just like a little remote control car. Nothing really complicated about it. And you can see on the phone, it's drawing the map as we draw it around real time around our property. We're just teaching this mower where the edge of the property is. Now that you've created your map, you have a couple of other options. You can go and you can make zones. Zones are where you can divide your property up into different sections, name them zone 1, zone 2. In these zones, you can also do direction of mow. So you can change your striping, which way you're striping your lawn. If you want to do that, you basically rotate those zones as needed. And you can also set up different areas that you don't want the mower to touch. So if you had a flower garden that was in the center of the lawn, you could definitely set that up, and you could set up a no-mow zone or a no-go zone. At this point, I just want to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and it's going to start mowing. And as you can see, the mower has backed out of its charging dock. And it is literally just going to start mowing. It is completely autonomous at this point. You do not have to worry about it. If there is something in its way, it'll mow around it. If it kind of gets stuck or somehow gets in an area that it needs to get out of it, it'll do that. It's smart enough to figure out how to get out of these stuck zones, but it's going to go ahead and mow for us, and we're not going to have to worry about it. And looking at the app on the phone, anywhere where it is blue is where it has already mowed, so you can see it is making its rounds. It's not only going to mow, it'll also follow the perimeter and trim. There's always something soothing about watching this mow the lawn. I don't know if it's because somebody else or something else is mowing the lawn, or I don't know. I just could sit probably in a lawn chair with a nice glass of iced tea and watch this thing mow all day. So you can see it took about 40 minutes to mow this little patch of grass, and that may seem like a long time, but you know, when you look at the big picture and you realize that you're not the one doing the mowing and it's doing it automatically as you're doing something else, well, that time doesn't seem as important anymore. So what are my final thoughts of the Genie mower by Anthbot? Well, I really like it. It does do what Anthbot says it'll do. It will mow your lawn automatically. And for the most part, you program it, let it go, and it just does its job. I like the fact that it gives me a little bit of extra time to do other things that need to be done around the house as opposed to sitting on my lawnmower for an hour and a half. Now, this is the Genie 600, and there are two other models. The Genie 600 is technically only good for 0.22 acres. Now, we have probably 3/4 to an acre of mowable land here. So this is a little bit too small for this yard. And when I say too small, it's not the size that matters, it's the battery pack that's inside. In our situation, it's set on the charger a lot. It spent more time charging than it did mowing, and that's because this one's only designed for a smaller lawn. The Genie 3000 is capable of 0.89 acres, so 3/4 of an acre. That probably would have been a better fit for us, but they sent us a 600, and well, that's what we had to play around with. So I think that kind of concludes the review of this this mower, it does indeed do exactly what Anthbot says it does. It automatically mows your lawn. I will put a link down below in case you're interested. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos. At the very least, you might be entertained.